Hey everybody, you know, if I'm jumping on here with no makeup on, looking like a total royal, you know, half asleep mother of four, I got something heavy on my mind. Have you ever been to an emergency room? I'm just going to say emergency room because that's what I know. I'm sorry. But have you ever had an experience where you are heading in, you think something's wrong, maybe it's with your child, maybe it's with you, you're heading into the emergency room, you're very afraid of what could this be, and you check in and meet your nurse for the first time, and your nurse is a cold royal toad? Anyone had that experience before? I mean, you are scared, you are vulnerable, you are not knowing if your situation is life-threatening, is your child going to be okay? And the first person to walk in and greet you is supposed to be the person that's caring and loving and comforting, and the first thing they do is just show you coldness, and they're burnt out, they obviously don't like doing their job anymore, and you're like, really? Really? If you're just joining me right now, this is I'm coming on here with no makeup. I look kind of wild, but there's something that's just kind of on my mind, so just bear with me. But what I'm trying to bring to your attention, guys, is that if you are in a state of shock or fear, or you just don't know what's happening health-wise, and you're going into the emergency room for the first time, and you encounter a nurse that is rude and unkind and cold, has no care, what kind of experience are you about to have? I mean, do you think they're going to bring you any kind of peace of mind or relief or anything like that? I don't think so. I've actually, as a nurse, been a patient and have met some incredible nurses who set my mind at ease, who are comforting. Let me get you a blanket. Let me, explain what the doctor just said in full detail. And that can make or break your visit. That can give you peace. That can take away some fear. So I'm bringing that to your attention because if you think you're afraid going into an emergency setting, maybe with your child, can you imagine what it's like to be a foster child going into a home of a foster family that's burnt out? Can you imagine? I mean, you're 5 years old, ripped from maybe a very wild family life, but that's all you know. And now you're put into a home where A, it's probably overcrowded because we don't have enough foster families, and B, parents are like, oh, another child. Okay, bring them in. And there's just exhaustion there. There's not, a passion for what they're doing anymore. This can happen, okay? Even the best nurses, when they're stepped on and people aren't thanking them for what they're doing and they're exhausted, they're going to experience burnout. They're going to experience a loss of love for what they do. Even I have gotten to a place where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I a nurse? What am I doing? But why I'm jumping on here is to say I need you guys to band with me, to link arms with me and pray for our foster families, pray for our caseworkers, pray for our judges, pray for our police officers, those who are really needing to have compassion in their job. And they just encounter such a mess so constantly that the compassion and the love for what they do is starting to fade. A foster family who's been treated poorly and they've gone to court to battle for their children, they just get disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. How can they still have that brand new passion and compassion for what they do? I mean, it's going to fade. We're natural. We're human beings. So this video is just to tell you, if you are not a foster family, consider becoming a foster family. There's a child out there that needs someone to encounter that loves them and that wants to show them love and to comfort them and say, it's gonna be okay. If that's not for you, it's not for everybody, okay? I'm gonna be honest, not everybody can be a nurse, not everybody can be a foster family, but if that's not for you, I just challenge you, find a foster family and say, how can I help you? What can I do for you? Do you need a date night? Do you need to go get your nails done? Again, I'm not doing this so you'll do this for me. I'm currently maxed out. My house is, with baby number 5 on the way, it's kind of like at a place where I'm maxed out. But let me add one more thing. There is one child that we are praying and praying and praying and praying for that needs to be rescued. They need to be rescued, and they need to be rescued soon. And we have offered our home for this rescue. So, I cannot give any details about it, but we are praying that God will help to locate this child. Evidence will be brought forth, and this child will be brought into a safe environment. So there's that for you. But what I'm trying to get back to all the way around is, if you know what it's like to encounter someone in your vulnerable state, in your fear, in your, in your pain, and they come and they lovingly care for you, and they comfort you, and they reassure you, and you know how important that is, please keep that in mind and pray for foster families and the whole team that surrounds the foster care environment. Pray for their compassion to be restored and renewed. Pray for a new sense of energy. Let me tell you something. Foster families get a little bit of money per child, but it's less than minimum wage. Okay, you could do better at McDonald's. So nothing against McDonald's. I bless you guys for getting jobs and working, woohoo. But it is a job of compassion. It is a mission that people are on that can easily, there's discouragement, and please pray for them. Please seek at least one family out. I challenge you today, October 11th, 2018, find or plan on finding one foster family and encourage them. That's not hard. You're doing great. You're saving children. You are on a mission that is so, so, so valuable. Say something like that, okay? Give them a little gift card. Give them a card. Say you're doing an awesome job. And that's all I have to say. Because when we or they lose compassion, then it not only affects them, it affects whatever child comes into their home. It can make or break a tough situation. Okay? God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.